Are you doomed to use memory techniques forever? I would love to hear your ideas about this. For me, I think it really depends on the information. So let's say you meet somebody and you use memory techniques. Now, of course, when you see them again, you might have to use your memory techniques to remember their name. Duh. But maybe you hang out with this person and they become your friend. And so eventually you don't need the memory techniques anymore because you're hanging out with this person, you're saying their name a lot, you make all these new connections with the person and their name. Like, hey, what's Jeff doing? Maybe Jeff wants to go hang out this weekend. And so it becomes so ingrained in your memory, right? But something like all these memory challenges I did, now, I'll be honest, I might have forgotten most of this information, so don't judge me. It happens, okay? But let's take the periodic table of elements. This is something most people wouldn't review every single day because it probably takes like an hour or so. Now, they probably don't even do it once a week. And so you're not constantly grinding this information daily into your brain like someone's name, which is very simple, right? It's just a name you're trying to connect with a person. This is a whole table with, I think, maybe 118 elements. And so that's a lot more information. But what happens is, say someone says a specific element, that instantly triggers my memory to go to a specific location with that element, and then I'm able to go forwards or backwards from there. And so it's not that memory techniques are bad or, it's a bad thing that you have to use them forever. It really depends on the information. And yes, the idea is to get to a point where you don't need to rely on memory techniques anymore. Tracy mentioned that in a comment about pi, and that's a good thing. You want to get to that point, but it really comes down to how much are you trying to ingrain the information into your memory. The more you're trying to do that, the less that you have to rely on memory techniques. But if you don't really, go to that extent of trying to learn that information by heart, then you might always be stuck with using memory techniques in a way, which is not a bad thing, but it does defeat the purpose of kind of taking your training wheels off your bike. That's what memory techniques are, training wheels. You riding your bike is being able to recall information without any technique. That you're like, hey, periodic table of elements, boom, and you just start spewing it all out without thinking of any images. And so, yeah, so I would love to hear your ideas about this topic. That's my point of view on this topic. For me, I kind of see it actually kind of working out that way, kind of really depending on the information, how much you actually start grinding that information into your memory. But maybe you have a different view. Maybe you experience something different. I would love to hear it. So hopefully you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time.